yesterday, Dangote Industries signed a loan agreement with a consortium of local and international banks to raise $3.3 billion. The syndicated loan is part of the $9 billion required to construct an oil refinery, petrochemical and fertilizer plants in Nigeria. And given that petroleum prices are regulated in Nigeria, is this investment a good idea? Joining us to discuss this is Samuel Egugbe, Director, Energy Division at Diamond Bank, and he joins us on the line from Abuja. Thank you so much, Samuel, for joining us. So like I mentioned, we do have petroleum prices regulated in Nigeria, and a lot of people will ask, why is this still a good idea at this time? And given the fact that a lot of investors in the oil sector have shied away from investing in refineries in the past, why do you think Dangote is making this move? I know Diamond Bank is one of the banks supporting this transaction.
Okay, this is a significant move for Nigeria. It's a confirmation that the strategy of government to finally deregulate the downstream industry can actually work. If you realize that the industry is going to be located in a free zone,
right?
So technically it will be shielded from the subsidy issue, in that people would buy from it at the normal international rate. And I think it's a first step to full deregulation, if you ask me. First of all, it's always difficult to invest in this particular sector in terms of building refineries because of all of these issues you've mentioned. There are issues on political risk, there are issues on feedstock, there are issues on pricing, there are even issues of capacity and economies of scale. What Dangote has done, only a few people can do it because he has leveraged on his own existing balance sheet, in which case in assessing the risk, you didn't need to go very bullish into assessing the risk of that particular sector. You just looked at it as a corporate loan and the ability for the Dangote group to service this.
Right.
And I think the bank saw that that was possible, and then that shielded the transaction from the vagaries of full risk analysis on the project on its own.
Right.
But having said that, the project is major. Petrochemical industry is something that is required some more in the country. I mean, Idorama raised some funds the last time to finance an expansion, and fertilizer is also extremely required. So the combination of those three makes it a very strong argument for import substitution in this country, and Dangote Group has typically taken that strategy over the years.
Right. Okay. So interesting that it's in a free trade zone, like you mentioned. I think that changes the dynamics a little bit in terms of how he can be successful in Nigeria. But what would this mean for the broader oil and gas space in Nigeria, particularly considering the fact that quite a number of oil companies are importing refined petroleum products? I mean, what I gather is that this plant would have the resources to really take out a huge portion of that supply. So your thoughts about what this could mean in terms of the dynamics for those importing petroleum products right now?
Well, it's going to be a challenge to the red-thinking culture that is in that industry. Now you have an amount of creativity and global risk as an oil trader to be able to cope in an environment where you have big players like Dangote in from the refinery. Now, my view is that there are challenging times ahead for rent seekers. There are challenging times ahead for petroleum marketers or petroleum traders who do not have infrastructure investments. And a lot of people will have to fall because it's a capacity game. Before now, you only need to have a tank farm, and then you get allocations.
Right.
But once Dangote brings his capacity into the industry, into the economy, a tank farm will not be enough to survive. You need skills, you need to understand derivatives, you need to be able to hedge your risk, you need to be able to trade like a typical international trader to survive in the new environment that is evolving.
All right, interesting times coming to Nigeria's oil and gas space. Thank you so much for joining us. And Sam Egugbe, Divisional Head, Energy at Diamond Bank, talking us through what this Dangote investment could mean for the oil and gas industry in Nigeria.